Coleman that gets out to an amazing start. You know what I mean? But the difference is that's like you said, like Simbine may be a little bit sharper this time. But even if he may be sharper in this season, the way he closed was very, very different. I don't know if it was that Coleman was decelerating a lot slower than he was accelerating, but he definitely looked like a different Simbine. You know what I mean? And Simbine is a 9-9-10-0 guy for the most part. But the way he closed around this time in the season, it has me looking to that he can possibly have the best season of his career this year. If I'm just looking at that race.
Look, man, you got to give him credit, man. He's actually running legitimate 9.8 because he ran 9.8 on me, so I know for sure.
No, but you know, like you and I talk, you like we say you're not what your personal best is, you're what your average is. So if you run
True.
like if you like in 15, you can say you're a 9.7 guy. You ran 5, 6, 7,
Okay,
8, 9
average.
sevens.
I
Your
get you.
average was 9.7. So if we say he ran 9.8 3 times, but he ran 10.0, 9.9 like 20 times, he's a 9.9, 10.0 guy. You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
Yeah.
So that's what we say. Like is Coleman a 9.7 guy? Has he ran 9.7 enough? So we could say he's a 9.8, 9.9 guy. Could we
Okay.
come to that conclusion?
I see your point. You're
That
making
sounds
a
fair. I hear.
You see what
valid
I'm
point.
saying? So you're not your PB, you're what your average is. That's what you averagely put out. So that's what we. No disrespect to any runners. I don't want anybody to feel like
because they're gonna come. They're gonna
Well,
come and they're gonna come for you in these comments, boy.
You know it. But it's just the average that you put out. So with that being said, like I think this could be a pretty solid average. I don't think you could really measure Coleman by the 2 races in China, only because like we've seen like flashes of greatness in him early and indoor where he can fall off and then he can resurge. So I don't know what's going on in his training, but I'm pretty sure coming close to uh, 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 Olympic trials time, we'll see another resurgence of Coleman again. So I don't think this is a true measure of what he has to offer. For Fred, I'm not sure. I know I'm not sure what's going on with Fred. You know what I mean? But like I said, I don't know. It could be travel, it could be things that unknown, but this does not look like the Fred Kerley we know from the past. So
I think. I mean, I don't think we need to push the panic button just yet. With 3 races under his belt, first race out was 10:03, right?
yeah.
Second race, what 10:11 or 10:14 or and then he dropped to 10:11 again, right? So I don't think that we. And once again, he's traveled very far, right?
Yeah.
So I think once he gets into a more familiar territory, comes back home from this long travel, reacclimates himself, then I would look to see and gauge exactly where he's at going forward. Once again, we always measure athletes to what their best is because we want them to see them to replicate that. And we're used to seeing Fred coming out here and dominating with consistent 9.8s, dropping 9.7s. And now we're like, yo, what's going on? What's wrong? Like, he's in trouble. I don't think he's in trouble yet. I think between Fred and Coleman, they're gamers. They're just like they have that same fiber in them, kind of like the grass, which is they're really going to step up to the game and give everything they have when it's on the line, when it counts. So I would say give them another week or 2. Let's see where they at.
Yeah, I say the same. The only reason being, like these diamond leagues have just been added, right? We usually in the last 4 years we measure the opening of the season of as Doha. Doha is usually the kickoff of the Diamond League series, right? And these 2 China ones are a little earlier than Doha. So now Doha, I think Doha is the next one on the docket. Doha is the next Diamond League
Yeah.
after this one. So yeah, this is about the time that everybody opens up their season and we get like the super fast time. Everybody is primed and ready to go. So we're going to chalk these up to what, preseason races?
Yeah, I'll say that.
That's
There you
fair.
go.
I'll say
There you
that.
go. Preseason races, and we're getting ready for the main events coming up in Doha.